And that's Alexander-Arnold! Oh! It's a screamer! It's an absolute screamer! Simply unsavable!
The departure of a local hero like Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid would likely have thrown most clubs into uncertainty. But at Anfield, his exit was the painful yet necessary spark for an incredible transformation. Far from signaling the end of an era, it became the start of something new and powerful. This shift was driven by a combination of tactical brilliance under Arne Slot, a ruthless yet strategic transfer approach, and the addition of generational talent. Together, these elements have crafted a team for 2026 that's not only improved, but is now remarkably adaptable, setting the stage for a new period of dominance.
The core message is clear. Liverpool, fresh off their historic 20th league title in the unforgettable 2024-25 season, have assembled a squad with potential so immense that even Slot himself has called it insane. And the optimism around Anfield isn't just wishful thinking, it's based on strategic mastery. To truly understand Liverpool's 2026 vision, it's crucial to look back at the title-winning machine that Slot built during his incredible first season.
This wasn't some fluke. Their success was the result of a carefully planned tactical evolution, laying the foundation for everything that's followed. When the 2024-25 season began, nearly every expert wrote off Liverpool as a contender. 30 BBC analysts were asked for their predictions, and none of them saw the Reds lifting the trophy.
The consensus pointed to a two-horse race between Arsenal and Manchester City. But that backdrop of low expectations only made Slot's achievement even more remarkable.
By the end of the season, Liverpool didn't just defy the odds, they shattered them. They were crowned Premier League champions with 84 points, securing 25 wins, 9 draws, and just 4 losses, finishing 10 points clear of second-placed Arsenal. And, astonishingly, Slot's only league defeat in 2024 came in September, when they lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, a testament to the unshakable consistency he instilled in the team. Slot's brilliance in his first season came down to his pragmatism. He didn't come in with the intent to tear down Jurgen Klopp's legacy. He came with the tools of a master craftsman, ready to refine it. One of the biggest tactical changes was shifting from Klopp's 4-3-3 formation to a more structured 4-2-3-1. At the heart of this new system was a double pivot featuring Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister. This duo provided a solid defensive shield that was sometimes lacking in the past, allowing the team to stay organized while still pressing at the right moments.
This tactical shift paid off in numbers too. Goals conceded per game dropped from 1.1 to 0.9, and expected goals against also decreased from 1.2 to 0.9. It was a subtle but powerful change. The team with slightly less possession gained far more control. Unlike Klopp's intense high-pressing style, Slot's team was more patient, waiting for the right moments to activate the press.
This new tactical structure benefited one player in particular, Mohamed Salah. The 4-2-3-1 system freed Salah from being stuck on the wing and allowed him to move centrally, becoming the focal point of Liverpool's attack.
The result? A record-breaking season for Salah, who scored 34 goals across all competitions and set a new Premier League record with 47 goal contributions, 29 goals and 18 assists. His stats were nothing short of incredible, with Salah leading Europe's top 5 leagues in assists and trailing only Kylian Mbappe in goals.
Slot maintained the intensity of Klopp's style, but added the structure that made the team a dominant force, not just a chaotic contender. But to fully understand where Liverpool is heading in 2026, you can't rely solely on their past success. You need to look at the transformative transfer window of summer 2025.
It was here that the club shifted to a more calculated approach, one where the system mattered more than individual names. The most significant move? Allowing Trent Alexander-Arnold to leave. A tough decision for fans, but a bold statement of intent.
This wasn't just about Alexander-Arnold. It was part of a broader strategy. The sales of players like Gerald Kwanzaa, who went to Bayer Leverkusen for £35 million, and Kevin Keller to Brentford for £18 million, marked a clear shift in Liverpool's approach. The club was moving away from sentimentality and embracing an asset management model, where the focus was on generating funds to bring in elite talent for the starting lineup. This wasn't about keeping sentimental favorites, it was about transforming the squad. With the money raised, Liverpool embarked on a buying spree, spending over £200 million in total.
The club's star acquisition, Florian Wirtz, arrived from Bayer Leverkusen for a record-breaking fee of up to £116 million. Jeremie Frimpong, the man brought in to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold, also joined from Leverkusen for £29.5 million. Then, Milos Kerkez, a talented left-back from Bournemouth, was brought in for around 40 to 45 million euros. Goalkeepers Georgi Murmadashvili and Freddie Woodman were also signed, adding incredible depth to the squad.
What stands out about this transfer activity is that it wasn't scattershot. Every move was part of a calculated strategy, with connections between the club and players being leveraged to secure the right targets. For example, Frimpong admitted that he personally helped recruit Wirtz during his vacation, and new sporting director Richard Hughes played a key role in bringing in Kerkez, whom he had previously signed at Bournemouth. This wasn't just about scouting talent, it was a multi-dimensional plan. Now, let's break down the key players who will form the core of Liverpool's 2026 team. First up is Florian Wirtz, who is far from just a regular signing. He's set to be the creative heartbeat of the team, filling the void left by Alexander-Arnold in a much more advanced central position. He's the perfect number 10 for Slot's 4-2-3-1 formation. Wirtz's credentials are hard to ignore. He's the only player in the Bundesliga to have registered double-digit goals and assists for 2 consecutive seasons, with stellar stats in expected goals, assists, and shot creation. He's also one of Europe's best dribblers. And despite his flair, he's not afraid to put in the work, leading the Bundesliga in ball recoveries in the final third.
But this raises a question. What happens to Dominik Szoboszlai? The Hungarian is undoubtedly talented, but when compared to Wirtz, his stats are outclassed in nearly every department. This could mean Szoboszlai might be shifted to a deeper role or used as an elite rotation option, which only adds to the squad's terrifying depth.
Frimpong, meanwhile, is a totally different type of player compared to Trent. Instead of a playmaker who drifts inside, he's an explosive vertical wingback who stretches defenses with his pace. He's one of the fastest players in Germany and ranks in the top percentile for progressive runs among European fullback.
His defensive abilities might not be as strong, but in Slot's system, his attacking strengths will be maximized, while his weaknesses are covered.
On the left, Kerkez brings energy, aggression, and a never-say-die attitude. At just 21, he's the long-term successor to Andy Robertson. Described as a player with fire in his belly, he's a tenacious defender, though his aerial duels might be a vulnerability similar to Frimpong. But with Slot's tactical mind, it's likely this will be addressed.
The brilliance of these signings lies in their synergy. Now, instead of relying on fullbacks to provide creative output, Wirtz will take over that responsibility as a central playmaker, freeing Frimpong and Kerkez to act as pure attackers on the flanks.
The result? A much more balanced, dynamic, and difficult-to-defend attacking setup. And here's the kicker. The vision for the 2026 team is even more ambitious. The core of the squad is remarkably young. Wirtz, 22, Frimpong, 24, Kerkez, 21, Gravenberch, 23, Konate, 26, and McAllister, 26, all entering their primes.
But what really sets this team apart is its tactical flexibility. It's not just built for the 4-2-3-1 system, it's also perfectly suited for a 3-4-3 formation.
Imagine a defense featuring Konate, Van Dijk, and a new high-quality signing like the Mark Guehi.
This setup would allow Frimpong and Kerkez to play as fullbacks, a position they thrive in, while McAllister and Gravenberch control the midfield.
Up front, you'd have a fearsome attacking trio of Salah, Wirtz, and Luis Diaz. The ability to switch systems even mid-match makes Liverpool an incredibly versatile and unpredictable team, nearly impossible to prepare for.
The word madness doesn't even scratch the surface of what Liverpool's 2026 squad is becoming. Under the tactical genius of Slot, bolstered by the explosive summer of 2025 transfers, and with the arrivals of game-changers like Wirtz, Frimpong, and Kerkez, Liverpool isn't just setting up for a strong season, they're laying the foundation for an era of unstoppable dominance.
This squad is a perfect storm of unrivaled depth, electrifying youth, and tactical flexibility. It's not just built to defend titles, it's engineered to rewrite the future of European football. At Anfield, the atmosphere isn't driven by hopeful speculation. It's filled with a powerful, undeniable certainty that Liverpool is on the verge of something extraordinary. The future? It's red, and it's coming at full speed.
Was parting ways with Trent Alexander-Arnold a strategic necessity, or is it the most costly misstep in recent memory? Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Is this new look Liverpool a work of genius or a ticking time bomb?